In Republican ads for the House and Senate, there's been a common theme.
I support forcing insurance companies to cover pre-existing conditions.
Kevin Cramer voted for guaranteed coverage for pre-existing conditions.
Force insurance companies to cover pre-existing conditions?
I'm fighting to protect pre-existing conditions.
The problem is, that's not true. Most Americans are covered by private health insurance, and historically, Republicans have wanted to reduce government regulation, which means allowing insurance companies to choose who they protect, what to charge them, and what services to cover. For most of their history, American insurance companies could refuse to cover people with pre-existing conditions, like asthma, depression, and even pregnancy. So those people had to pay for their care out of pocket, or just go without. But then Congress passed the Affordable Care Act,
The bill is passed.
or Obamacare, in 2010. President Obama signed it, and now insurance companies have to cover people with pre-existing conditions without charging them more than healthy people. Republicans have been trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act ever since.
I rise today to support the repeal of the president's takeover of health care.
There's only one way to truly fix Obamacare. Only one way. And that's a full repeal.
Every Republican up to this point has voted to repeal Obamacare.
And repeal every last bit of it.
Once and for all, repeal Obamacare entirely.
We will repeal every word of Obamacare.
They came close in 2017 and were within one vote before they got the thumbs down, literally, from John McCain. But between 2010 and now, something changed. Starting in 2017, more Americans supported the healthcare law than opposed it, and that's put Republican candidates in an awkward position. This midterm's the top issue for voters is healthcare, and in particular, pre-existing conditions. 72% of Americans say it's very important to prohibit companies from charging sick people more for health insurance. That's causing Republicans like Senator Ted Cruz to adjust their message.
We can protect pre-existing conditions, and you need to understand, everyone agrees we're going to protect pre-existing conditions.
But unlike Republicans, who are most concerned with immigration, independents care most about health care. So in order to win their votes, Republicans are misleading them. Take New Jersey's 3rd District. Incumbent Tom MacArthur is in a tight race against Andy Kim, a first-time candidate trying to win a seat that's been Republican since 2011. Tom MacArthur has a problem. In 2017, he wrote the MacArthur Amendment, a proposal that would have let insurers charge sick people more, cover less. That move didn't make his constituents happy.
Speaking of which, my children both have pre-existing conditions from birth. One cardiac, one thyroid. You have been the single greatest threat to my family in the entire world. You are the reason I stay up at night.
Now, those voters are going to the polls, and MacArthur is having to defend himself.
So my commitment has always been protect people with pre-existing conditions, maybe do it differently than the Affordable Care Act, which has driven costs up.
For MacArthur, doing it differently means requiring insurance companies to offer coverage for sick people, but letting them charge more for it. Elsewhere, other Republican candidates are being even more bold. In Missouri, Democrat Claire McCaskill is running for Senate in a tight race against Josh Hawley, the state attorney general. Here's a recent ad.
I'm Josh Hawley. I support forcing insurance companies to cover all pre-existing conditions.
That's not true. On behalf of Missouri, Josh Hawley has joined other conservative attorneys general in a lawsuit arguing that the Affordable Care Act is unconstitutional. If they win, insurance companies will be allowed to deny sick people coverage and charge them more. In 2014, turnout for the midterm elections was the lowest it has been since 1942. But this year, things look very different. For Republicans, that's a threat. Healthcare is a top issue this year, and a majority of voters disagree with their policies on it. But instead of trying to defend their actions, they're doing something easier. Just saying what people want to hear.